including that base in Jordan that proved to be so deadly. The Pentagon confirming this weekend that the 2 U.S. service members were killed, leaving a third missing, though unidentified remains have been found. That person is still unidentified at this time.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff at the White House. Another service member killed Saturday.
That separate death took place in northern Iraq and occurred, according to the Pentagon, during controlled detonation of an Iranian drone.
Russia and Ukraine are still warring. Fox's Jonathan Savage has an update.
Moscow's mayor says Ukraine fired more than 400 drones towards the Russian capital. Sergei Sobyanin claims most were intercepted early on in their flight and 85 were brought down near the city. It was a blitz that came hours after Russia targeted Ukrainian cities, including the capital Kyiv, with ballistic missiles.
At least 6 Ukrainians were killed in those attacks. In Britain, a changing of the guard.
My work is done.
Keir Starmer went to King Charles and formally resigned as Prime Minister this morning, and then Andy Burnham replaced him.
I have accepted His Majesty the King's invitation to form a government.
Burnham is their 7th Prime Minister in 10 years.
Britain needs to show the world that we can regain our stability.
Oil prices are down this morning almost 2%, but the recent rise back up has gas at $4 a gallon again. That's AAA's national average this morning for regular, 13 cents more than last Monday. America's listening to Fox News.
Point. Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace,
you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
There were 2 mass shootings early yesterday. One in Oklahoma City outside a restaurant left 2 people dead, 3 wounded, multiple people in police custody. The other gunshots fired in Arizona.
Tucson police say the mass shooting happened around 2 a.m. local time on Sunday when a gunman opened fire in a busy entertainment district. At least 9 adults were shot before the gunman ran from the area. He was chased by police before being shot by an officer and taken into custody. All 9 victims and the alleged shooter were critically injured. No officers were hurt. Police say the shooting stemmed from a confrontation between 2 groups who knew each other. Due to the incident resulting in a police-involved shooting, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is leading the investigation. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Controversy keeps swirling around immigration enforcement after protests over 2 recent deadly ICE shootings. Borders our Tom Holman tells Fox some agents will have body cameras.
Holman said on Fox and Friends Sunday, ICE will require that during enforcement, at least one agent will wear a body camera that will be recording.
They exonerate more law enforcement than they convict. And I want officers to wear body cameras because I want the American people to see what the officers saw when they took that action.
The comment came less than a week after 2 men in 2 states were shot and killed during vehicle stops. As for those stops, Holman said they will resume following President Trump on social media insisting that they do. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks may rise. Dow futures up 200 points, 300 for the NASDAQ. They keep celebrating in Spain, soccer's World Cup championship.
Ferran Torres, his final touch of the game. He had the decisive touch as well. Spain, for the second time in their history, have won the World Cup.
The final call on Fox. Spain beat Argentina 1-0 in extra time. Argentina never even got a shot on goal as Spain set a World Cup record, only giving up 1 goal in the tournament. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Monday morning. It is July 20th, 2026. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on standby. Boo. Boo. Everybody's going to be booing. 108. Let's just round it out to 110. What do you say, Freddie? Usually they miss it by 2 degrees, right? 108 to 110 today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. There is a tropical something to talk about. It's in the Gulf. Is it headed this way? Yeah, kind of, sort of. Might be in Houston by the end of the week. We'll visit all that in about 3 minutes in our AccuWeather conversation. Hope you can join us. Authorities have confirmed the first case of New World screwworm is in the Rio Grande Valley. Stark County officials confirming that the screwworm larvae was found in a baby calf. It's in the western portion of Stark County, and as expected, county officials working with the Texas Animal Health Commission and other partners to try to contain the spread. SpaceX has set a new date for their 13th launch of Starship. SpaceX plans to launch the prototype from Starbase much later this week, the launch window after 5:45. So last week's launch was scrubbed because of several engines failed to start. Elon Musk, our neighbor, saying that at least 2 engines will be replaced before the launch. At 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. An example of how future wars might be fought by robots than people. Reporter Jim Ryan saying the Pentagon highlighting 2 recent instances of drones doing jobs previously done by service members.
When 2 Apache helicopter pilots were forced to ditch in the Gulf of Oman, they were picked up by an unmanned boat. It was 3 drone boats that were sent to blow up an Iranian ship and submarine maintenance base last week. The startup behind the drones, Saronic Technologies, is breaking ground on an 850-acre shipyard on the Texas Gulf Coast and plans to start building vessels there by 2028.
Yeah, and the, quote, Texas Gulf Coast, that would be us. That'd be the RGV. Brownsville will be building the next generation AI-powered kamikaze boats. It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. And while the weather has been scorching hot and relatively quiet compared to Central and West Texas, here at the RGV, it's been kind of quiet. In Central Texas and West Texas, they've been pounded by dangerous downpours and flooding. The death toll from last week's Texas flooding stands at 2, but officials say had it not been for new river sirens, that number might have been much higher.
That's one of 6 newly installed River Sentry flood sirens that went off during this recent flooding. Last year, Governor Abbott signed a law requiring sirens in 30 flood-prone places with a $50 million grant. As for how they performed this time,
for all practical purposes, the functionality of the sirens work just fine.
Cell phone alerts also went off, but reception in the Hill Country can be spotty. 3 River Sentry siren towers were destroyed in the floods and will be replaced.
It's 7:09 on News Talk 710 KURV. It is AccuWeather time, and we actually have some tropical something to talk about. Big thank you to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. Balanced mineral nutrition for your herd. Stop by Martin Farm and Ranch. Say hi to Dougie from us, AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Let's start with tropical coverage 2026. So we got a tropical something might be Bertha near Florida. Is it Big Bertha or Small Bertha? What is it going to be?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Small Bertha. It should develop into or likely develop into a tropical storm later in the day today. The Euro and the GFS both have it kind of meandering along the Gulf Coast there, and then kind of hooking up, just west of, or just east of Louisiana, rather, just east of New Orleans there, kind of getting scooped up by a combination of a lingering front off to the north and then a developing low coming off the Rockies. So both of those are leaning that way right now. The Icon model, which I'm not as familiar with and don't use very often, is the only one that's got it kind of emerging back out on the other side of Louisiana and then coming out toward us. But there is that possibility that it could linger along the coast and make its way further off toward central, west or east central Texas, to our north, Corpus, Galveston, and then off into potentially Hill Country again, where they just got 30 inches of rain north of Uvalde. I mean,
wow.
It's
That's
just
not
bananas.
good.
So
yes, sir. Yeah. Well, that would be this weekend.
But
right?
That would be this weekend.
Yeah.
And again, the chances of that look a lot less than the chances of it making its way up inland around Louisiana or so. So we'll certainly keep an eye on it, and the hurricane experts are watching that. But, there is that potential that it could still bring some pretty heavy rain along the coast this weekend.
Is this the reason we are on fire up to 110 today, tomorrow, and Wednesday?
That's the other thing. That's kind of part of what's going on is there's a small area of high pressure in the Gulf to the southwest of this thing that's forming, which is what maybe one of the things that kind of deflects it off to the north. With that, we've got a deep southerly flow going on, and we're just bringing in the heat from the south.
The AccuWeather, and I know I got to let you go. You got to speak with friends in Florida.
We can have a longer conversation about it.
Thank you, Bill. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Yeah, he's got a Florida station he needs to speak with, and they got a little bit of rain out as a result of that. A tropical something. So highs today, let's just round it out to 110. What do you say? Mid-Valley, Western Valley. 110 today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then we cool off. Take the parkas out. Take your members-only jackets out because only 101 by Thursday. It's going to be nice and chilly. Well, at least the AC systems get a little bit of relief. On this, let's see here. The little bit of sweet after some Chinese food, Fortune Cookie Day. Did they still put the lottery numbers on the fortune cookies? I don't know. Yeah, you haven't had some of that in a while. Yeah, it's like I was looking for lottery numbers on some of these fortune cookies. I think it's Panda Express. Yeah, they don't have like lottery numbers on there. Yeah. Anyway, just irrelevant observation for you. Time is 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. Coming up at about 7:16 in studio live, Ralphie Boy. My friend Ralph Garcia, he's with McAllen Economic Development. 25 years at McAllen Economic Development. And just think about it. You guys who are new to the area, you have no idea how the Valley economy has changed. You just, I got a new federal job or some new manufacturing job down here. Yeah, 25 years, the evolution of the Valley economy, amazing times that we are in. We'll take a look at that coming up at 7:16 with Ralph Garcia from McAllen Economic Development. Meantime, some of y'all have this social media platform, LinkedIn, especially in this audience. So the state of Texas is accusing LinkedIn of posting jobs that do not exist.
Attorney General Ken Paxton looking into allegations they list so-called ghost jobs. Dallas-based Brenda Sirius, president and CEO of Corporate Connections headhunting firm, and says some companies may post listings for future vacancies so they have a pipeline of candidates or to make it look like the company is growing. She would like to see LinkedIn ask employers to verify the validity of postings.
Asking, is this job going to need to be filled within a certain amount of days? Or what is the time frame for filling it?
Paxton taking issue because he says those who pay LinkedIn for a subscription should expect job listings to be active and real. Barbara Schwartz, News Talk 710 KURV.
Yeah, those of y'all paying, that's a pretty penny, right? What is that? Minimum $40 a month? What is that? 7:14 on the Valley's Morning News. Investigators have reportedly identified a leading suspected source of that foodborne parasite that has caused thousands of confirmed cases and led to many people being hospitalized. Sometimes the infection lasts a few days, sometimes a month.
Attorney General Ken Paxton looking into allegations.
Okay. We need to go pay some bills, right? Time is 7:15. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Ralph Garcia from McAllen Economic Development. Up next, the evolution of the Valley economy over 25 years. And where are we headed? How about space? How about national defense? Wow. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Our riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at progressive.com.
Experience everything Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh has to offer. Service, selection, and quality. Indulge yourself in bold design and set the standard with comfort and performance in a new 2026 Cadillac CT5. Lease one now for just $699. That's right, just $699 per month. More style, more innovation, more you. Make your move. Set yourself apart and discover a new standard of luxury ownership. Visit us online at birdogdencadillac.com or come in today to Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh, where legends are made. Dale gas.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 and Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
This is Michael Berry, host of The Michael Berry Show, weeknights starting at 6. Thank you, Rio Grande Valley, for listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
News Talk 710 KURV is your one and only station in the Valley for Houston Astros baseball. Okay, time to dust it off. Come on, let's go, Astros. We're in the second half of the season already. Astros taking on Miami, pregame 6:40. They're still home, 6:40 tonight on News Talk 710 KURV. Big thank you to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Ralph Garcia is the Chief Operating Officer for McAllen Economic Development, and he's been at McAllen EDC for 25 years. Congratulations, Ralphie. Yeah. I referred to Ralph as Ralphie boy once.
Yeah.
And Joaquin Spalmer heard it, and now he says it is with his own thick, beautiful, romantic Mexican accent. Tenemos que invitar a Ralphie boy. We have to invite Ralphie. So sorry, Ralphie, but he's a dear friend, and I appreciate you being here. Congratulations, 25 years.
Oh, thank you.
At McAllen Economic Development, and when you started back in the mid 90s, right? Or late 90s?
It was 2001.
Perdón, that's right.
Yeah.
The NAFTA trade deal had just kicked in.
Yeah.
And we were starting to lurch away from double-digit unemployment in the Valley, from 20% unemployment, toward now seeing international manufacturing, some of it, show up south of the border and warehouse on our side. So take it from there. Take me through the evolution of the Valley economy and where we stand today.
Sure. So during that time, we saw a lot of activity. I mean, you had companies coming in from all over the parts of the U.S., Midwest primarily. We had companies coming in from Europe, companies coming in from Asia. And I kid you not, we had visits every week, every other week, sometimes back to back, where we had companies visiting at the same time. And so at that time, we were showing Reynosa primarily, a lot of interest, a lot of activity there. We were working with the developers at that time. We were doing promotion. We were going and traveling the U.S. We would travel to Asia. Just a lot of promotion, really trying to get interest and activity to our area. The dynamics was this. It's real simple. You look at McAllen, Texas, and how far we are from the rest of the state and the Midwest, and a lot of times that's not what, at that time, that wasn't appealing to companies. Today, that's different. But then companies would look at, where can I be cost competitive? And Mexico was a big attraction. And if we could keep them on the border, that was a benefit to McAllen. We were going to see activity and investment come with that. So it was kind of the plan at that point, and it was very successful.
Are you a McAllen boy, Ralphie? You're a Valley boy.
I'm a Valley boy.
Yeah.
Born and raised. I was born in McAllen at the old downtown hospital, but I lived in San Juan, grew up, PSJA, graduated class of 94. My dad was in manufacturing at that time. He worked for then Parker Hannafin in the community, and so spent a lot of time in McAllen.
Yeah. What is life like what's the work day like for you? A lot of traveling, I would imagine, doing some door knocking.
Sure. A lot of traveling, but also a lot of research, a lot of information that we have to go through. We're always trying to be strategic in how we're looking at investment that we can attract to the community. The team physically works on gathering information, intelligence, and it's nonstop. And now with AI, we didn't have AI, 20 years ago, so we were having to read and do everything. But now with AI, it helps us a lot in identifying opportunities that are not just in the United States, but outside of the U.S. that could be opportunities for our region.
Ralph Garcia has been at McAllen Economic Development now 25 years, and he, as well as all of us, have been blessed to live in an economy that has grown exponentially, has evolved radically, and now prosperity and opportunity are here. Back in 2001, when you started. Of course, it was right at the beginning of NAFTA, of the trade between Mexico and the U.S. and Canada. And there were some bumps along the road.
Yeah, we saw cycles. So
Right.
like 2000, from 2001 to 2006, we had really good activity, just nonstop, back-to-back investment coming in. 2007, 2008, it kind of slowed a little, but still steady.
And that was as a result of all the violence just south of the border. Right? Recruitment was
2009 and 2010 hit us hard with the violence in Mexico. And we're fortunate, a lot of people think, oh, well, companies fled Mexico because of the concerns. No, we were actually very stable during that period.
They stayed.
We were able to maintain the
or
companies
expanded too, right?
adapted, and we had expansions. Yeah, and so we were excited, that we didn't lose anything, but there were some difficult times. After that, we go into 2012, 2014, business starts picking up again, interest starts moving, and then Trump takes office in 2016. And you start with the tariff wars, and that's where business slows. Decision making from a corporate level changes, and so you're having to adapt to that. But we didn't see business leave either at the time. We saw more opportunity. We continue to work through that, and then COVID hit in 2020, and industry slowed, but a lot of opportunity evolved from that as well. And so that was important. Companies being able to continue to manufacture. A lot of our companies were essential in production of the products that they were making. So we saw a lot of continued growth during that period. And we've maintained over the years. And even today, even with all the trade challenges that you hear about, a lot of modifications, the potential for USMCA to be changed or have revisions to it, all of those things play a role in how companies make decisions, but we're fortunate that our market continues to be very stable for them, and that investment continues to stay, and that's important.
Ralph Garcia, he's the COO, McAllen EDC. We celebrate, my friend, this morning. He's been there 25 years in McAllen EDC. I remember in regular conversations with Keith Patridge, the former chief at McAllen Economic Development, on a regular basis. I said, okay, Keith, what you got? How many companies arrived? How many jobs? And then part of the conversation was the skill set. Yeah. In Reynosa, just south of the border, we were hoping that they would continue to improve and upskill on a regular basis. And it had, at one point, we got these clean rooms that were producing electronic type or medical type of equipment. So that has increased. In fact, to the point you were telling me off air, and I think it's fascinating for the audience to hear, how in Reynosa, they're pumping out thousands and thousands of folks with upper skill sets, whether it's financing or accounting, to some electronic work as well. They seem to be a few paces ahead of the Valley and McAllen.
Sure.
When it comes to the skill set that we desperately need, right now, considering everything that's happening at the port. So describe that for me.
Sure. So if you look at, the industry being in Reynosa, it's been there for more than 37 years. And so you do have companies that have made investment in education there. There's several institutions of higher ed on the Mexican side of the border, and they probably pump out about 25,000 students or graduates a year. The beauty of that is that those folks are going straight into industry. They're going into the professional sector that are supporting industry. And so companies are able to find talent. They're able to recruit. But you also have a lot of years of experience and growth. So a lot of individuals that maybe started on the shop floor, they're engineers today working in the operation, and they're providing for their families. So that was the vision of the Keith Patridge, the Mike Allens, to develop opportunities for individuals. But it would pay forward because a lot of those folks that are mid-level to high-level employees on the Mexican side of the border, they do their shopping in McAllen. They have residence in McAllen. So it's important.
Have wages south of the border grown to a point or near a point where they might meet any USMCA rewrite on wage requirements for the materials that are?
Sure, we've seen some shifts in salaries on the Mexican side of the border. I'll tell you that your indirect staff, your salaried personnel, your engineers, your technical talent, they're paid similar to U.S. wages today. And then they also receive benefits just the way we do on this side of the border. The hourly employees, they've seen their wages go up, probably from when I started almost 3 times have gone up. And so you're seeing that evolution, and it continues to go up. Keep in mind that as that happens, we've got to be strategic and competitive on how we, help these industries continue to be successful and grow in the market. because you do have other parts of the world that are extremely much more competitive in salaries, and business will shift. The companies at the end of the day are always looking at, how do I stay competitive? How do my price points meet the average American or average consumer that wants to buy my product? A lot of people have the misconception that companies are making all this money and they're doing really great and they're being greedy. They make money, yes, but it's important that people understand that it starts with us, the consumer. When you go into a Walmart or a Target and you're purchasing an electronic item, if you're buying a TV and you look at a product that was made in China, a product that was made in Mexico, and you pick the one that was in China because it's $20 or $30 cheaper, you're impacting how those businesses operate here. They have to be competitive with that price. And so they're going to look at, how do I compete? Do I continue to produce in Mexico or in North America, or do I go to the Far East and start looking at producing my product there?
Some of those whiny, myopic individuals, they ain't complaining when they're spending just north of $100 on a flat screen TV, when they get those electronics. Ralph Garcia is the CEO for McAllen Economic Development, 25 years. Which, by the way, what they give you, like cake, party, they give you jewelry? What would they give you? Something nice, a new suit?
I got a nice plaque. And I also got a nice gift. The staff put that together. The board was very generous with me. You know what? I'm grateful for the opportunity. They take real good care of us.
What a
couldn't
place,
ask for more.
Yeah, what a place to live.
Yeah.
What a place to work in right now. What a blessing to be in the RGV of Texas. How many people would you say, más o menos, drive from here, McAllen Metro, Edinburgh, Mission, south of the border to go manage those maquilas?
So we're up to about 3,500 employees cross the border every day going south into Reynosa, at least in our region. That includes Brownsville, Matamoros, or
no, it's not Brownsville.
No, that's just McAllen, Reynosa, Far, Mission area. So,
and south of the border, you were telling me that for all the talk of data centers these days, people should know I'm today old knowing how big of a role Reynosa plays in the development of some of this equipment for data centers.
Sure. So we have companies like Vertiv, nVent, used to be Hoffman Enclosures. So if you have a Square D box outside your home, this big gray box panel that for your electricity, those are produced in Mexico, in Reynosa. And over the years, that company has gone into now manufacturing these large switch boxes that are about 30 to 40 feet long, weigh tons. They're huge, and you would see them outside data centers. These switch boxes are being produced and manufactured from beginning to end. It's a full fab, integrated system. You also have nVent that produces the cooling towers and the cooling systems for these large modules. All that's being done here in Reynosa. We have companies like Sanmina that provide a lot of the electronics, Schneider Electric that are also providing the electronics components that go in these, all produced here in Reynosa. It's eye-opening for people who have never thought about what's across the border. I grew up in the 90s going into Reynosa to party on the weekends and have a lot of fun, but I didn't know the industry was there until I started working at the Economic Development Office. And when I see what goes on there, we have over 200 companies that are operating there. They employ over 140,000 people. It's impressive. It's Class A facilities. And a lot of that's now starting to shift business this way. And that's important.
What do you see is the near future symbiotic relationship between McAllen area and Brownsville, Reynosa and Matamoros, as we have all this industry, high-tech, shipbuilding, all that wonderful industry hit at this war. We're on the map now. So how do you see us evolving with Brownsville and training folks, training our kids, and bringing in more suppliers that feed into that industry?
Yeah, and I think we touched on it earlier. You look at what the announcements that took place at the Port of Brownsville last week, and that investment going there, it really puts us on the map. Apart from SpaceX, apart from Vallejo coming to McAllen and the investment they're putting here, all of that puts us on the global map. People start to say, well, what's going on? Where is this McAllen? Where is this Brownsville? Why is industry going there? Why aren't we there? What did we not see? And so when they come in and they look at the area, we have to be able to respond and show them. And we talked a little bit about the education piece. You have groups like South Texas College, Texas A&M, UTRGV. They're now our biggest partners in what we're doing, whether it's Brownsville or McAllen. Texas Southmost is also a partner. We're all trying to develop people now to be able to meet the demand that they need, and show them that we have the capability.
That's, what a way to put it. Where is this McAllen, Edinburgh, Mission, Harlingen, Brownsville? Where is it? Why is industry going there?
Right.
Why are we not there?
Yeah.
I hope it makes this a lot easier for you and Amigos in economic development to lure more industry in your future. Congratulations, Ralph.
Thank you.
A big kiss, hugging a kiss to your precious mama. Thank you for posting all those beautiful pictures. She's
Thank
so
you.
Beautiful. This is the morning news on Newstalk 710 KURV. That is Ralph Garcia. He's the Chief Operating Officer for McAllen Economic Development. And this radio station is your home for Astros baseball. Newstalk 710 KURV. Check of sports up next.
Get ready for a wild adventure with 710 KURV and Idea Public Schools. Join us Saturday, August 1st from 9 a.m. till noon at the Back to School Bash 2026 at La Plaza Mall. The first 400 kids score a free backpack, plus enjoy games, music, face painting, fun characters, and register to win a South Padre Island getaway, a family beach water park package, tablets, gift cards, and more. Don't miss the Back to School Bash 2026, presented by IPH Home Healthcare.
They say that actions speak louder than words. So we'll let the all-new state-of-the-art BMW 4 show you what that means. Choose from an incredible selection of new BMWs and get exceptional service today. Right now, during the BMW Ultimate Sales Event, you can lease a 2026 BMW X3 30X Drive, just $569 a month, with $52.99 due at signing. Come see why BMW has always been known as the ultimate driving machine. Visit the corner of Expressway 281 and Owasso in Far. Come find your new BMW today at BMW of Far, a Bert Ogden Auto Group dealership.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Monica De La Cruz. Are you having difficulty getting answers from federal agencies? My office is here to help. Call us at 956-800-6069 to share your issue, and we will be in touch. Team De La Cruz is here to serve you. God bless. Paid for with official funds from the office of Congresswoman De La Cruz.
Later tonight, your Houston Astros host the Miami Marlins. First pitch at 7:10. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Houston Astros failed to grab a win against the Baltimore Orioles and have now lost 4 in a row after last night's loss. 5-2 the final as the Astros struggled all game with their ace Hunter Brown on the bump. Brown tossed 4 2/3, allowing 3 hits, 4 runs, and 6 walks with just 4 strikeouts. A rough outing from him, along with 7 hits from the offense. Next up, the Astros will host the Miami Marlins starting tonight. Ronel Blanco gets his first start of the season. A last chance ever by the Texas Rangers, but it wasn't enough to get the series win against the above 500 Atlanta Braves over the weekend. 8-5 the final and last night's loss. Next up for Texas is hosting the Chicago White Sox, who are first place in the American League Central with a 52-46 record. Jacob deGrom gets the go against Eric Fetty for the 7:05 first pitch at Globe Life Field. With the loss, the Rangers still hold the lead in the AL West by a game over the Seattle Mariners. With your TSN Sports Minute, I'm Kevin Walker.
The World Cup final needed extra time before Spain finally broke through with a goal less than a minute into the second extra period. They held on from there to beat Argentina 1-0, winning their second ever title. Spain also won it all back in 2010. Argentina icon Lionel Messi in tears after the final. It's believed to have been the 39-year-old legend's final World Cup match. Baseball's hottest team continues to be the Red Sox. The winning streak now 13. They beat Tampa Bay 6-1. The Sox completing a 4th consecutive series sweep. It's the second longest winning streak in Red Sox franchise history. Tonight they open a home series with the Orioles, who have won 7 in a row. I'm Matt McCoy.
I was going to say an impressive AccuWeather forecast. Nobody? More like dangerous AccuWeather forecast. Man, you better be checking up on grandma or anybody else who has a small air conditioning system. Let's just round it out to 110 today. Mid-Valley, Western Valley. 110 today, tomorrow, Wednesday. And then for some reason, I'm guessing that's cloud cover. Thursday, we get the throttle back. I'm wondering if that tropical something has something to do with that. Check out AccuWeather.com for development of Bertha. It won't be a big Bertha. It'll be like a small Bertha, but still it's going to bounce around the Central Gulf and probably wind up in Louisiana or Houston, where somewhere else. It's too far away to determine, but it's headed west and might be a rainmaker for the Central Gulf. Right now, temperatures low 80s across the valley. Border Bridge wait times, as posted on, we got this number from Customs and Border Protection. Not too bad. The Hidalgo Bridge at last check was less than 10 minutes and 15 minutes at B&M for Brownsville. Thank you for joining us on the Valley's Morning News. We invite you to go get the free app Radio Para Mí. That way you can listen on your smartphone. We got business news and a check of your money. That's next on the Valley's Morning News. The smart money is on making a call for a free check of your commercial system from Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. It is in the name, waterproofing, precisely what you need. And waterproofing a commercial building, yes, primary is the commercial roof, but there are other systems that are at play. Start with the most important system related to waterproofing. Make sure water doesn't fall on you, your equipment, your customers. That'd be embarrassing. I think it says a lot and doesn't say many complimentary things to see buckets all over the place for somebody who's not properly managing their commercial building. What, you don't have enough money to fix this or to provide maintenance or think ahead? Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing is waiting for your call. I'll get you the number right now. Call or text. They offer you a free inspection and report on any weak spots at your commercial roofing systems. All of them free, gratis, no expense to you. A company that's been around for almost 130 years with a culture of excellence and a culture of safety. Free inspection and report of that roofing system. What you waiting for? Call Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing at 956-655-6178.
The Valley's destination for luxury automotive is here. Come to Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen and visit Michael Fall, General Manager, today and discover the perfect blend of elegance and power in a new GLC 300W. Lease yours today for just $499 a month for 24 months. Experience a feeling only 140 years of innovation can deliver. The choice is simple at the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen, a Bert Ogden Auto Group dealership, a true triumph of luxury. Now open at their exceptional new state-of-the-art location at 8522 West Expressway 83 in Harlingen.
America just turned 250 years old, and at Harlingen Mail Service, we're celebrating in a big way. For a limited time, you can get your own private mailbox for just $2.50. That's right, just $2.50 to secure a real address and protect your mail and packages from those porch pirates. Whether you're a business owner, online seller, frequent traveler, or simply tired of worrying about missed deliveries, a private mailbox at Harlingen Mail Service gives you security, convenience, and peace of mind. And now, to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, we're making it easier than ever to get started for just $2.50. Don't wait until the lines start forming somewhere else at a big box store. Support local. Choose experience. Choose the mailbox service Harlingen has trusted for years. Visit Harlingen Mail Service today and ask about our America 250 private mailbox special. But hurry, this patriotic offer won't last forever. Harlingen Mail Service celebrating 250 years of America with private mailboxes for just $2.50. Harlingen Mail Service right off the expressway in Harlingen, or click harlingenmail.com for more info. That's harlingenmail.com for more info. Harlingen Mail Service. From Harlingen to the world, we've got your shipping covered.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with your money now. The winner of the World Cup will hoist a trophy, receive championship rings for the first time, and gain a lifetime of glory. It will also lead to a significant payday. The World Cup winner earns $51 million. The second prize is $34 million. Milk brand Fairlife is pausing its production in the U.S. after a ransomware cyber attack breached the company's systems. Coca-Cola, which owns Fairlife, announced its dairy company had identified unauthorized access by a third party to a portion of its systems. Fairlife's Canadian operations were not affected.
I could take this from you.
They're not giving up power to you or Odysseus. Do you think life goes back to the way it was?
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey raked in $124.5 million in domestic ticket sales during its opening weekend. The Universal film tallied just over $264 million globally. Futures are higher this morning as oil reverses gains. That's your money now.
President Trump wants Iran added to a bipartisan Russia sanctions bill, and the economic impact of the World Cup between $20 and $30 billion. They're still running the numbers on that. AccuWeather says dangerous heat for today. We got a 710 KURV heat alert. presented by Lee's Pharmacy, North and South McAllen. Yeah, we're going to round it out to 110. How about that? 110 today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Nasty, dangerous heat. Stay hydrated. Check on family members. And check the back seat of those cars you're walking past. See, there's no baby stuck in that car. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. We hope that you can join us at Radio Para Mí, the free app, and listen to the morning news on your smartphone. My friend Brian Reed at the Ryan and Brian Real Estate team, the top team in real estate in this area, man, he guarantees that his team will get the job done. You see, if he and the team at their Ryan and Brian team cannot sell a home, they do not sell a home at a price and deadline that you guys agree beforehand, he will buy your home himself. My friend Brian Reed, he'll sop up that home. So you have a sit down, have that conversation with Brian Reed. And get your house sold, guaranteed. That guarantee gave Gladys a lot of confidence when she called the Ryan and Brian team. That team sold her home here in the McAllen area. She had tried with different agents. Her home was on the market 142 days. And she said, this ain't moving. Nothing's happening. Phone ain't ringing. Nobody's visiting. I got to do something else. And she did the smart thing. She called the Ryan and Brian team. Jessica from the Ryan and Brian team assured her, kept her informed every step of the way. Brian Reed's marketing, aggressive, successful marketing system. It reaches thousands of potential home buyers every day. Like you're listening to me talk about the Ryan and Brian team. But they got a list of potential home buyers. And that is helping the Ryan and Brian team sell homes routinely, fast, and for the most money possible. You know, after Gladys's home was on the market 142 days, after she did the pivot, went with the Ryan and Brian team, it only took 13 days for her to find a buyer. Isn't that incredible? It's amazing. That is the amazing Ryan and Brian team. So get your house sold guaranteed at 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
Look at the rack on that one. You know that buck's been eating Purina Antler Max 20 because it ensures maximum antler growth. Martin Farm and Ranch Supply also stocks a full line of deer nutrition for keeping your deer in top shape. In addition to being a certified Purina feed dealer, Martin sells all seasons feeders and blinds. So remember, Purina Antler Max 20 and all seasons feeders. Your deer can't do any better.
Come see us at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply in Edinburgh. Just look for the horse.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that. And more if you're worried about things like low testosterone. Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen 956-368-5247. That's DrT'sPrimaryCare.com.
News and information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Happy Monday. It is July 20th, 2026, and you're in tune with the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. Yeah, 710 AM radio. Thank you. Now go find us online. You and I listen to everything online. The free app is called Radio Para Mí. Go get it. Listen to the morning news and all programming on KURV at Radio Para Mí. Show producer Fred Cruz, meteorologist Jason Caterina. I'm Sergio Sanchez. You and family, thank you for tuning in. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The U.S. military reveals the names of two soldiers killed in Iran's attack in Jordan. First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan was 25 years old from Eva Beach, Hawaii, and Private Isabella Gonzalez was 19 from Carrollton, Texas.
The current air campaign against Iran right now, this is really punishments for the specific IRGC factions that have targeted U.S. air bases, including that base in Jordan that proved to be so deadly.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff of the White House. The remains of another U.S. service member believed killed in that attack have also been found. While in Iraq, a service member dies during a controlled detonation of a downed Iranian drone. Great Britain has a new leader. Cheers for Prime Minister Andy Burnham as he arrived at 10 Downing Street earlier. America's listening to Fox News.
Texas Senate candidates Ken Paxton and James Tallarico will be facing off in a debate. 3 Texas TV groups have offered to host the debate, including Nexstar, Tegna, and Hearst. It's 14 minutes to the hour on the Valley's Morning News. And speaking of the election, with just 3 months until early voting for the midterm elections, Governor Greg Abbott has decided to hire from within his office for the Secretary of State post.
Governor Abbott selected his own senior advisor, Robert Howden, to fill the position of Secretary of State, left open after Jane Nelson announced her resignation.
He is a long-time Texas politico, really respected in Republican circles. He served in multiple Republican administrations over a long period of time.
SMU political scientist Matthew Wilson says Howden isn't likely to be controversial and should be able to transition smoothly so close to the November election.
If there is some sort of dispute over voter eligibility, voting procedures, the person holding this office will be right in the middle of that.
Governor Abbott released a statement saying Howden's extensive public service has prepared him to protect the integrity of Texas elections. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
Investigators have reportedly identified a leading suspected source of that foodborne illness, that parasite, that's been in the headlines of late, causing thousands of confirmed cases and leading to hospitalizations.
More than 4,000 cases have been reported nationwide. It's an enormous outbreak. Investigators have reportedly identified a California-based supplier of lettuce. It's called Taylor Farms. The company supplies lettuce to Taco Bell, among other restaurants. Taylor Farms is the same supplier linked to the deadly E. coli outbreak in 2024.
That's reporter Elizabeth Vargas, and the illness can last a few days or up to a month if left untreated. You know what this had led to, Freddie, is what is that, iceberg lettuce? A lot of restaurants in no way connected to this, right? They just pulled it. I think it was a request by the federal government, by FDA. I'm guessing it was, because everything from like Chili's, you could see the sign on the door, no iceberg lettuce on your salad. So what's the salad going to consist of? Tomatoes and cheese and the croutons, right? No, actually they had some greens, and they pulled the lettuce at Olive Garden. So the restaurant that is known for like salads, right? And soup, no salad for you, like no iceberg lettuce. I have no idea how many more days they will go at the restaurants without that. One thing for sure though, Friday night, Freddie, the wait time was no wait time. Friday night at Olive Garden. Normally it's like an hour at all these places. It was less than 5 minutes. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Also live at Radio Para Mi. Listen on your smartphone.
Progressive Insurance. Progressive can protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. In short, a lot of things. Bundle today at progressive.com.
It's summer, and Lee's Pharmacy wants to remind you to use sunscreen, protect your skin, and lower your risk of skin cancer. Make Lee's your summer stop this year. Lee's Pharmacy, from medical equipment, medicine compounding, support braces to sunscreen and other skincare products. Fast and easy prescriptions refilled. Just go to leespharmacy.com, click on the refill location tab, and enter the information. Lee's Pharmacy, it's that easy. Make Lee's your pharmacy of choice. Lee's Pharmacy, open early and open late for you.
Go to Lee's, they've got it.
Plans you have for your ranch and for your lease made much faster, easier. Get it done with Kubota. You will find the Kubota equipment that you need at Amigo Power Equipment. Jeff and JP waiting for you today. So make those plans a reality with the right equipment. Amigo Power Equipment for Kubota. Walk the campus with JP and Jeff and take a look at not only the tractors, zero-turn mowers, the attachments to all this equipment, and the dealer support as well. Kubota has the reliable tractors that you need. You'll find them at Amigo Power, the utility vehicles, the mowers, and the support. Yeah, they got that shop, for regular changes and lubing this and adjusting that. If you need, for whatever reason, you need some assistance, Amigo Power Equipment, your certified Kubota dealer. All the dealer support waiting for you today. Right now at Amigo Power, Kubota L02 series tractors. You can drive away with one, 0% financing if you qualify, or save up to $4,000. The big savings and the amazing finance offer available now through September 30th. You can get information at KubotaUSA.com. Again, get 0% financing if you qualify on the Kubota L02 series tractor, or save up to $4,000 today at Amigo Power Equipment Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.